FlowState is like a mental superpower that makes you lose track of time, feel fully engaged in whatever you're doing, and perform your best without even thinking about it. So, what do we do with this info? Option 1, learn more about it and leverage its power in your day-to-day life. Or Option 2, create a React application for this with no apparent reason and upload it on YouTube. I'll go with the second option. Welcome back everyone. I'm here with a web development project walkthrough. In this video series, I document the entire process of me building an application, from idea to code to completion. Even if you're a beginner in coding, you can get something out of this, a perspective onto how a person might tackle a development problem. Before getting started, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the first link in the description to use the finished version of this application. Now, let's get started. Being able to create a personalized session with a title, a flare, a timer on the screen while you focus on completing any task, and later being able to look back on what you did and how much time you spent on it is the idea behind FlowState. That being said, the features become very apparent. A simple timer, adding a title or category to that timer, and being able to record that and keep it in storage. That is all there is to this project. The technology I'll use is React.js and the browser's local storage for storing the user data. And now let's get to the design mockup. This is a designing software called Figma where I designed the mockup of this application. When it comes to design, it is very simple and straightforward. Starting off with a dashboard with a grid view of a new focus session, a break session, the stats of that day, and the total sessions you have had. Whenever you click on the new focus session, you're greeted with a modal, a simple form asking you the title, the flare, and the duration you'll spend on that activity, and a start button. Whenever you click it, you will be directed to a timer screen where the timer will start and there is a stop button to end the session. If you click on settings, you will be greeted with a form where you can tweak the flares that are being asked whenever you click on a new session. And finally, the statistics page where you can have a summary of your activities. That's it for the design. Now let's get to coding. I tackled each problem in the order of their presumed difficulty. The first problem I wanted to tackle was the timer itself, and turns out it was the easiest. I just had to use useState and useEffect hooks properly. And there you go. Second, I set up a Redux store for managing and organizing the data. And now came CSS. I really liked the design of the mockup I came up with, and I wanted to replicate it pixel to pixel in my application. Therefore, I used CSS Grid to achieve that. And of course, it had to be responsive to the screen size of the users on mobile devices, and tie it all together to integrate the timer into the view. And finally, I created all the forms for new sessions and a settings page. Right after that, I spent the most time on the stats page due to some bug I wasn't able to fix. And like any other efficient developer, I traded the solution for a slower and expensive operation. And so I had the application up and running, being hosted on GitHub pages, link in the description for everyone to use. Before moving forward, I want you to give me ideas on what I need to build next in the comments. I'm always looking for new projects to work on. And here's the final working application. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this.